I waited 3 whole years and finally got my husband back home. But he was carried off the truck. His legs would never stand again. I put on a brave face in front of others, but no one knew the pain I was carrying inside. I tried to comfort him with the gentlest words until he told me he'd lost his manhood. In that moment, I froze completely, but I pushed down the pain, held his hand, and promised I'd never leave him for the rest of my life. Then he sent me away and secretly pulled out a gun. Luckily, I caught on in time. I rushed back, grabbed the gun, and held him tight as tears poured down my face. He collapsed on the floor, sobbing, saying he couldn't tell if what I gave him was love or pity. Days passed, and with me by his side, he gradually started smiling again. Every time I saw him smile, I felt like it was all worth it. But when night fell and everything went quiet, a fire burned inside my body. He saw all of this. One day, he deliberately invited my first love to dinner. But when we danced together, I caught the regret in his eyes as he quietly turned and walked away. I understood his intention immediately, and rage surged through me. We had our most explosive fight.
I mean only that the man doesn't matter. Only the creation of our child.
Clifford, you appall me that you would humiliate me thus!
I crawl upon my belly, Lady Chatterley, to avert my eyes, while under my own roof another man will perform on my wife the act God has stolen from me. The humiliation is mine. I must have an heir!
That fight brought our relationship to its coldest point. I wanted to fulfill his wishes but couldn't betray my own heart. Then one day, while walking with him, we met the new gamekeeper, Carl. This man was different. He didn't talk much, kept his distance, and treated even his employer with quiet dignity. But it was exactly this quality that quietly struck a chord in me. The next day, I used returning a key as an excuse to see him, trying to get to know this man, but he didn't welcome me at all. His cold attitude made me furious. I slammed the key on the table and stormed out. That afternoon, though, I received his apology letter. The next day, I found myself inexplicably putting on my best dress and heading back to the cabin in the woods. He was working diligently. His strong physique made my heart race. His dog spotted me, so I pretended I was just admiring the scenery. He quickly got dressed and went back to work. His silence left me feeling disappointed again. I stood up angrily to leave, but a sudden downpour trapped me. He reluctantly let me into the cabin to wait out the rain. The rain soaked through my dress, outlining every curve of my body. But when I took it off, he hung a curtain to shield his view. When the rain stopped, I left quietly, feeling dejected. But from that day on, my heart couldn't find peace anymore. I started going to the woods more often, watching him mend fences, feed baby chicks. When he placed a chick in my palm and our fingertips touched, it felt like an electric current passed between us. Seeing my tender expression, he said softly,
"Reckon he's took you for his mother."
Those words instantly hit my deepest pain because I might never become a mother. Seeing me cry in anguish, he panicked and pulled me into his arms. In that moment, I felt a sense of belonging I hadn't felt in so long. In that rundown cabin, time seemed to stand still until darkness fell, and I finally left. From then on, I couldn't control myself anymore. Late at night, I kept sneaking to the cabin in the woods. The maid saw everything. Before long, I discovered I was pregnant. I knew I had to tell my husband the truth. That day, I gathered my courage and told him, "I'm expecting a child."